What's up everyone? Hope you're all having a great week. So had a great race day on Sunday. Really fun to get to share that with our friends. And if you haven't seen the video, check that out. There's a full rundown of how things went. But not gonna rest on my laurels. It's time to get back to work. So I'm in the second half of my 20-week plan now. This is week 11. I wanna start it off actually by first, just marking milestones that I've knocked off in the first half. I had set some goals back at the beginning of my 20-week plan, and I'd written them up on the whiteboard. Now, the 10K was one that I had originally set back in February, along with the 30 rate 20, so the 30 minutes at rate 20 workout. And I have knocked both of those off, so check marks for those. And the big one this past Sunday, of course, was the 2K, which I did beat my goal of 6:15.9, coming in at 6:15.2. So, this is very satisfying. I'm gonna go ahead and check that one off. So what do I have left? I've got a 6K goal and an hour of power, so hop hour of power goal. These are two that I'd really like to accomplish by the end of this 20-week plan. So I'm gonna shift my focus a little bit away from the 2K, which doesn't practically change much in my training program. I'm still gonna be largely following the PEAT plan. I think I've proven to myself over the last 4 months in particular that I've been on the PEAT plan that it works. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So largely gonna stick with that plan, but mentally I'm not going to be, how do I say this, building up the 2K as much in my mind. 2K is not going to be my focus for the next 2 months. It will be the 6K. And today's workout, right back into a hard but favorite one of mine, which is the 4x2K with 5 minutes rest. So today I think is a good example of adjusting a workout on the fly when you're not firing on all cylinders. So I had a goal of averaging just below 140 pace. Towards the end of the second interval, I could feel and also see on my heart rate where it was at that that wasn't gonna happen today. And maybe I didn't do enough recovery after Sunday's 2K test. Maybe instead of doing steady state the last 2 days, I should have just taken a complete rest day, right? Work has been a little stressful, so I'm sure that's weighing on me, maybe more on a subconscious level. But anyways, there can be any number of reasons on any given day why things just don't click, right? And what I've tried to practice over the last few months is, instead of analyzing and overanalyzing and beating myself up over a perceived failure. Now, I do think it's important, I'll just pause for a second. I do think it's important to, in broad strokes, try and understand, especially if you are consistently having subpar training sessions, to really take a look at why that could be. Because maybe you're not sleeping enough. Maybe it's a nutritional issue. Maybe there's a lot of stress in your life, right? All of those things can certainly contribute to subpar workouts, and are just things you should look to improve for your general health and well-being anyways. But setting that aside, right, I don't like to overanalyze and dwell on the not so great workouts too much. But what I do try to do now, and I did in today's workout, was halfway through, so I was on the spin bike, spinning out after the second interval. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to sustain that pace for the last two, so I adjusted. I moved the goalposts, and I said, okay, instead of a 140 target pace or below, I'm gonna shoot for a 144 target pace or below for the last two. And that became my new goal. And you know, tried the best I could to just forget about the first two that I had done and just really focus on nailing that goal for the last two intervals. This is where I think me of 20 years ago would have, you know, fought like hell to get through the third interval, exploded partway through, and then just given up and hopped off the erg and considered it a failure. A workout like today, even though I didn't hit the goal that I had set out for myself, I still got some really good work in, and you know, it was a productive session. So another one in the books. We'll move on to the rest of the week. It is also pretty hot in here today, so I ordered a new floor fan, which should come in the next couple days, but it's supposed to start getting into the 80s later this week, which means the garage will be mid to high 70s. Erging in hotter, warmer temperatures is going to, is just gonna take more out of you, especially on these types of workouts that are really demanding. So I also have to recognize that as well. But overall, hey, happy with where I'm at. Excited to have a new goal to work towards with the 6K. So until next time, take care of yourselves, keep chasing. Peace.